Welcome back to Neutral Nuggets, guys. Today we're going to discuss the intentions behind dash blocking. So what you need to be thinking when you're dash blocking in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Let's get into it. So I've discussed dash blocking on this channel before, right? And its implications and how it can be used in this game. If you don't know how to use this or want to learn how to use this and apply this, please check out my Neutral Nuggets playlist. The link will be in the description. But what I want to discuss today is the intentions behind it. What are you doing when you are dash blocking? What should you be thinking about? What should you be looking out for? Now, when you dash block, immediately we gain space, right? If we are full screen from Krillin here and I dash block, I have covered ground because I'm going forward. I'm not going backwards. And in fighting games, the further you are from the corner, the better. When you're in the corner, it is not good, as you have less options to escape. But when you are around this range and you're not that close to the corner, then it is better for you. In any fighting game, right, you do not really want to be trapped in the corner. Now, when I'm dash blocking, in this game especially, because we have things like super dash, because we have all these different kinds of things, we need to look out for things. If I'm not generally locking down my opponent from the dash block, I need to be aware of these different things. Call an assist, they could throw out a projectile, they could throw out some sort of key blast or whatever. I need to be ready for all of these things. So when I'm doing this motion and I'm dash blocking, I need to think they could super dash, they could throw out a beam, they could do all these different kinds of things. So I'm going to show you some examples now. So I'm in neutral, I'm moving around, and my opponent decides to do this, right? And I reflect the beam from my opponent, right? As you can see, as I mentioned before, always keep your eye on the opponent. Even if you're moving your character, look at the opponent. Right, this is a fighting game. You should always be looking at your opponent so you can react accordingly. My opponent is doing this and I reflect. As I'm dash blocking, I see the beam and I reflect. If Krillin decides to super dash, I should be ready to 2H. If Krillin decides to throw an assist, I should be ready to block. I should be ready to reflect the assist, or whatever the case may be. This is why you need to be focused. When you're dash blocking, you need to have these things in your mind. If there's something that comes up that I can reflect, I reflect. If he super dashes, I 2H, and etc, etc. So these are some of the things you need to be aware of when you're dash blocking in this game. So what you need to do is you need to be aware. You need to be ready to switch from back to down back. If you see a beam, reflect like this. If you see that they're super dashing, go down back. It's within the dash blocking motion. You can dash block and go down back. You can dash block and hold back. You will still block it, right? The difference between down back and back, obviously we know you can block lows when you're holding down back. So what you need to do is look at what your opponent is doing and react accordingly. If Krillin is super dashing, we dash block with down back and we 2H. If Krillin is throwing out a projectile, we dash block with back and reflect. This is what you can do to allow yourself to get a greater awareness when in neutral. So what I'd advise you to do is go into training mode, set the dummy to do an IAD back for a beam, an IAD back, super dash, and all these different kind of things. Mix up your options, make it as hard for yourself as possible, and try and react to what your opponent is doing and see how successful you are. As always, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.